Jesus was often busy healing those who came to him with demons or disease, those who were lame or blind, or even those for whom others spoke up to bring about their healing. Good morning. This is Pastor Ernie Lewis of the Blue Point Church in Sisney, Illinois, with your thoughts for Friday. In Matthew chapter 8, Jesus had just entered into the city of Capernaum. There was a crowd that had been following him, but a new person enters onto the scene calling for a healing. The Bible tells us this man was a centurion, a Roman soldier of authority. And we know the animosity between the Jews and the Romans that had gone on at that time, especially how the Romans were out to silence Jesus. But that was not the case for this centurion coming to Jesus. He came because he was facing a crisis in his family, and he had nowhere else to turn. It's interesting how people turn to the Lord in those kind of circumstances. Just a few weeks ago, many professional football players knelt and bowed on the field there while their teammate had gone down and it looked like he may not get back up. That seems to me like a peculiar event because it hasn't been that long ago when the NFL was reprimanding Tim Tebow for praying out there on the football field. Nonetheless, this Roman centurion told Jesus that his servant was paralyzed and actually in torment, dreadfully tormented. He needed Jesus' touch. Then a strange occurrence happened. As Jesus told this man he would come to his house and heal this tormented servant right away. But the centurion stopped him and said, "Oh, no, I am not worthy for you to come under my roof." But he says, I am a man of authority, and I tell a soldier to go and he goes, or come and he comes. And I believe you are that kind of authority and power, even more than me. He says, but only speak a word and my servant will be healed. There were occasions in the New Testament whenever Jesus would perhaps make a paste of mud in order to heal a man that had been blind. Or there was that time whenever the woman with an issue of blood touched the hem of his garment and he said, I can feel the power going out of me right now. But this man needed no visible signs for healing. He didn't even call for Jesus to come. His unusual faith in Jesus was so great that he said, only speak a word and my servant will be healed. Jesus exclaimed, I have not found such great faith even in Israel among my own people. He even explained to those around him, some of the sons of the kingdom will be cast into outer darkness for their lack of faith. There will be weeping and gnashing of teeth. Then he turns to the centurion and he says to him, go your way. For as you have believed, so let it be done for you. Jesus always seeks to reward our faith in him. And the writer also goes on to tell us his servant was healed that same hour. Wow. What kind of faith did that centurion have? The kind that didn't care what others thought of him because he came to Jesus in public. The kind that sought out Jesus because he knew the power and the authority they had. The kind that believed that Jesus can do the miraculous. And I hope that is the kind of faith that we have today.